Hi, how are you doing? Good. We're here to do a reading. I hope you all are doing magnificent. So far, I've done Capricorn, Cancer. I feel like I've done another. Yeah, Capricorn and Cancer. So right now, yeah, Capricorn, Cancer, and Aquarius. Now I'm going to be doing today, right now, Virgo. So we're going to tap into Virgo's reading. I have 6 decks. I'm going to kind of leave them here, shuffle them around, kind of, and kind of just turn around, feel the energy of the decks, and decide what I want to do, okay? So this would be for Virgo's energy. Please tap me into Virgo's energy and let me know through Virgo what decks you want me to use, okay? So we got to be gentle with Virgo. I have a feeling I know exactly what. Oh. We'll switch it up. Okay. We're going to do Alice. Alice wants to say something to you. Some of you might be scared of Alice. So in case you're scared of Alice. Okay, Jeff, fine. Virgos, you cannot say I don't love you. I'm going to do 4 decks for you, okay? Did I set myself up for failure right now? Ah! Welcome if you're new. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just so you know, I am a channeler. I will pick up on the energy of the cards. Yes, I do have a little bit of rosacea on the side of my face. It will go away and come back, go away, come back, based on the energy. So, for instance, if you get embarrassed, I will get embarrassed. You'll see it in my face, the coloring and whatnot. Yes, I could go splash water and do all these things, but quite frankly, I think I'm fucking adorable the way I am. And no, I'm not going to go do that. I just rolled out of bed, and I'm drinking coffee, of which I need to sip at. And quite frankly, I like to tap into the readings before I like to tap into the energy and just start reading off the bat before my daily energy kind of kicks in and deciphers what it's going to do, okay? So this is going to be for my Cancers, okay? Okay, no, this is for my Virgos. You could be dealing with someone that has Cancer in their chart. I just did Cancer's reading, so some of it might be similar. I'm going to say that right off the bat. So this is going to be for my This is for Virgo! Virgo, 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 Virgo. What kind of Cancer is trying to take over your energy, Virgo? Virgo. Okay, welcome. Be sure to push the like button. Otherwise, I won't necessarily be doing readings for individual signs. I'll just stick it with Scorpions because they are supportive. I turned off comments because there's too many Felicias out there trolling, okay? Feel free to subscribe. And again, here, we're okay with naturals. So some days you'll see me bougie as fuck because I got ready, and some days you'll see me completely authentic because I rolled out of bed, which is right now, okay? So it is what it is. This is our vibe, and we roll with the punches, okay? We are our vibe. I wonder what will happen next. That could be what you're asking yourself, Virgo. Ready to take an adventure, change, pause before action. And then you have Cursor in reverse. So it seems as though you're wondering what will happen next. Virgo, you are in a dreamland. You're not curious enough to actually make changes, but you are daydreaming on you wonder what could happen. What's stopping in the middle of all of that, in my opinion, is you need to wake up and see how rare you are. Love yourself and start making the changes that you need in life. Because I have a feeling that you've been hiding away and or avoiding and or not giving people second chances, but you're accepting and wanting change. But I think that divine gives you options, and you have such a short fuse for things that it's not working out for you. So really evaluate that. Your 3 cards that you have out by Alice is forget who you are. It's a reverse. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer serves you or defines you. It's in reverse. So with that being said, you're ignoring what you know you need to do. You know you'll make it through. You know you can ground a situation. But you're just choosing not to believe in yourself. Or believe in the situation. Take it as it is. Don't make it fit if it's not supposed to fit, okay? Okay, so, sorry guys, my adrenal gland is swollen right now. Yeah. So, sorry. I'm a nerd. I know so much more than one would think. Is kind of sick. So, woo! I'm getting hot flashes for some reason right now. I don't know what's going on. I want us to take 3 breaths, okay? Okay. Keeping up. All in a golden afternoon. Could be manifesting something right now or thinking about manifesting. Forget who you are. So, Virgo. Oh, I understand. Okay, Virgo. So what we're dealing with, yes. I feel like one of you just thought about, what is she doing with her hands? You're probably right. So, with that being said, I feel as though, forget who you are. You are being, you know what you need to do. You haven't done it. You are completely consciously aware of the choices and you need to make the changes you need to make. You are just focusing on doing the busy things that need to be done. In your eyes, I'm going to say that because let's just say you lived with someone and they were like, well, that's not what I think. That's their perspective. This is your reading and they're not hijacking your reading. Very protective over my babies, so do not fuck with my Virgos or you will deal with me. And trust me, you don't want to deal with me. I'm a reaper and I'm Lilith, so back the fuck off. So anyways, at the end of the day, people are projecting onto you because of the fact that they know that they, by themselves as well, can't make the changes. What's happening, Virgo, is while they're... Okay, so I really need you to hear me out this way, okay? You both are equal. And the reason I'm going to say this is because, Virgo, if you take this, you are in a better situation about being able to blossom than they are. But I do think, Virgo, that they did help you sometimes, that you really fucking needed help. And you might not be where you are without them. And does that mean you need to be codependent on them? No, that just means you cannot use them, Virgo. Because if you choose to do so, Virgo, you are going to reap what you sow, Virgo. And I just foresaw your future if you choose to do that. And it's not going to be pretty. Okay? Now, you can keep doing what you're doing and make changes you need to make, but you need to realize that although you might be emotionally, whether people perceive it that way or not, that's fucking perspective based. That they can fuck off with their personal opinions, as far as I'm concerned. People perceive me as one way and my reality is completely different. So it's like, fuck off, Felicia. But that's good, actually, because it actually creates a decoy where they can't really impact your energy because they think maybe things are working. You know, when people try doing crazy shit like spell work. Okay, we're just leaving that at the door because those bitches have no idea about so many things. Anyways, sorry, I should not have done that. That was civil. So I just laugh like, we're not laughing at them. We're laughing with them. Okay? We're laughing with them on the fact that they think they can work it that way. The reason I'm saying this is because the whole purpose, Virgo, is you guys were put there to balance each other out. So essentially, since you are in the space that might essentially look stronger right now, you might really need that person within a year. Even if you choose to make the changes that you're making and you're like, I will never, something I have a feeling is going to happen. And I don't have a feeling, I know, because it's energy and it's fluid. And the whole point of fluid energy is knowing that it literally will come back in another form within a year to 6 years. Because it's supposed to be the same lesson, just with a different person. And each time you deal with this lesson, you're going to perceive it and deal with it and handle it in a different manner. And the point is to realize that there's no right or wrong reason. The right or wrong reason and or explanation is the fact that you both have a reason on how you got where you are, because two people stopped emotionally listening to each other and then became codependent on each other. And I think what happened, Virgo, is why you kind of not saying that anything. I think that someone else who might be a little bit more passionate about something was able to financially pull it off and swing it. However, they couldn't emotionally have done it without you. So you two actually needed each other through the experience. Okay? I think, though, that they're hitting a point where it's kind of a rock bottom change for them. And emotionally, they haven't had the time that you have been able to have to be able to wrap their brain around how to make the changes while you have had the time. Okay? Now, should they be mad at you? No, because essentially you're the only thing that can actually help them. Will they be mad at you and listen to me? Fuck, I have no idea. Everyone has free right at the end of the day, Virgo. But all I'm saying is no matter how much they push, all you have to do is to set boundaries and withdraw like you do and focus on how you can get yourself to grow without being mean, malicious, spiteful, and bitter. Okay? Because most likely that is going to be the way that the person's going to start coming at you because they're freaking the fuck out right now on maybe some things that are happening in their life or some changes that they had to make that they have never had to make in many, many years, hours, times, whatever the case is. Okay? Okay. Okay, so from what I see right here, oh my gosh, isn't my shirt so sick? Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't explain why I can't really move that much more. We're so sick. Yeah, this is very sick, isn't it? And no, I'm not pregnant, bitches. You'd have to be fucking, and I'm not a whore. I'm actually still a bit scorpion right now, which is honestly killing me smallly, because it's killing me, you guys. Because I'm a Gemini Scorpio. I mean, you literally cannot get more sexual of a chart than me, but here we are. I am, yeah, highly sensitive, and so is my body, and yeah, need we say more? I'm just going through some things right now, physical things right now. That time of the month. No, you didn't want to hear that, but I totally just told you, because this is my show, and you need to understand why I'm in a lot of pain. So, as you go through this transformation and or change, hence why I probably could be going through hot flashes right now. At least we know we're not in menopause. No, I'm just kidding. I'm young. But you need to really just listen, Virgo. I don't care how much they yell. If you need to withdraw, Virgo, if you need to take, it's just take the lead. Which is what I was just telling you. That's why I didn't say anything to you. Okay. And those that don't know, I have POTS disease. So with that being said, anytime that I'm in pain, it just is it's like way more intense. It's so fucking dramatic. It's just dramatic like me. So I just don't know. When I'm in pain, it has to be full-on dramatic episodes of dramaticness. This is why I like to be alone when I'm sick. Okay, so we're going to tap into Virgo. Tell me what my Virgos need to know. How can they identify with this person in a way that their heart will soften? The fuck? Sexy Beasts on Netflix looks like the weirdest shit that I've ever seen in my life. Like, how freaking petrifyingly creepy. And that is not sexy in any way. You'd think they'd at least put them in lingerie or something. Okay, so attention span of a fly. Here we are. Do all things in moderation. Meaning balance. So Virgo, the more you have on your plate or the less you have on your plate is not balanced for you. So making sure that you're consistent, therefore your mood is going to be more stable and consistent. Face your adversities is in reverse. I just put it up right to show you. So with that being said, like we were saying earlier, you need to face the fact that you're not perfect and neither is this person. And you both chose to get yourself where you are right now. You need to sit down and relax and take care of yourself. You guys potentially could be getting older, which is, as we get older, our bodies get more tired, and our minds stay fairly active to the same as our younger selves. And sometimes our mind doesn't always like remember like, oh wait, I am older. You know, like I'm an adult now, therefore my body can't keep up with my brain, and then I'm getting a short fuse because I'm getting frustrated at those things and I'm taking on other people, along with being tired, and then I'm highly sensitive, and I can just go on and on and on. So being consciously aware of that. Also, being able to be consciously aware of, although you might not be going through something like that, someone else's, and yes, they could project on you, but Virgo, I will put 100,000 on the fact that you've projected onto this person before. So really just remembering everything is a balance. You're no better, and they're no better. You're no worse, they're no worse. Now, if you choose to live in this nasty, lingering, I mean, energy, then I don't know what to say. But I don't think you're going to, Virgos. You're really good when you're alone at being able to take care of yourself. That's like one of your top gifts. Fuck. And so with that being said, pregnancy would be a fucking bitch. My kid would probably come out swearing. I'd be swearing so much. Yeah. But just making sure, admitting your vulnerabilities, exactly. So, like, by, you don't necessarily need to admit it to this other person. I feel like it might actually become an issue. I feel like, Virgo, you have an energy around you of another person that is taking their frustrations out on you. What I'm asking you to do, Virgo, is do not attack them. Realize, and when you are within hermit mode, okay, go within yourself and see how you felt during certain situations, okay? And and maybe use some advice that they've given you on them. So let's just say you had asked some advice. What should I do in this situation? Should I be around this person? Should I be around this work situation? Should I be around whatever it is? Okay, it's some sort of energy of a human. Okay, and they've told you to walk away. Then maybe kind of when you listen to them and they tell you the change, maybe say, you know, words of wisdom from someone that gave me amazing wisdom. Hint, hint, hint. You, meaning that person. Maybe you should consider doing like what you recommended for me and walking away from the situation. It's going to hold the person accountable for some of the things that they essentially, I'm hearing project onto others, so they could be projecting onto you. Yes, it's giving them a dose of their own medicine, but what it's doing is it's making them hear the guidance. They're basically having to hear that you remember the guidance that they've given you. And so is that guidance hurting them or not? And it's also making them see if you've actually made those changes yet they haven't. It's making them have to be accountable for the things they say. Because if they're kind of like, yeah, well, I can't do that. And it's like, well, now you kind of know. Maybe you need to reevaluate the situation of which when they give you advice, it wasn't necessarily the best advice. Do you know what I mean? And maybe you need to go make changes because maybe you realize this person was setting you up for things because they didn't want you to be happy. I don't know. I would hope that's not the case, but I'm just saying that could be the case for one of you. Making sure that, oh my gosh, this is fucking horrifying right now. Making sure that, why on Virgo's reading? Making sure that you're being open to all the changes that need to be made in your life for yourself, Virgo. And making sure really that you're feeling heard. I think right now, Virgo, you're really being asked to gently remind people the words of wisdom of which they've given you. And watching the lesson through how people respond. It's going to teach you a lot about the people that are around you, Virgo, but it's also going to teach you a lot about how people do not mind giving advice and or opinions, yet they're not good at taking them themselves. Okay, exactly. So, for instance, if this person's really good at getting angry, that could be because they're not choosing to be healed because they don't feel like they have a safe space. Okay? This could be because of different things. This also could be that you don't feel like you can heal because you're not creating a safe space. They could also be angry that someone else is healing. You know what I mean? Could be something from the past. They could be getting angry and projecting on you because they lost something that made them feel safe. But again, that's their choice. They could have chose to essentially have awareness and not necessarily listen. Awareness, live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, look for the signs and guidance. But essentially, Virgo, integrate your shadow side, yeah. So essentially what you're needing to do is learn the balance between this and this. If you can't do, this is the lesson that we're supposed to be learning. If you can't, you and this other person, okay? This other energy that's lingering around you, that's holding you back. If you cannot do what you project onto others, you shouldn't be talking. Period. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to keep it at that. Short and sweet. So really focus and identify, am I recommending, am I gossiping, am I assuming I know situations for the way they are, and am I living what I preach? Meaning, if I give advice to others and or if I'm listening to advice from others, are those other people taking their own good advice? And not holding it above their head, but using boundaries and withdrawing in some sort of emotional way from those people to take care of yourself while not creating spite, ill intent, and bitterness towards them. That's the lesson that you're having to learn right now. And just learning that you love yourself enough to be patient and understand, but maybe you need to withdraw from them. But remember, if you withdraw from them, that means you had to be completely, you cannot be codependent. You need to be independent at that time. Because that's what you're choosing to do. Rely on self and your guides. If you can't do either of those things, you both could just be bitter bitches and bitter bums that run your mouth that can't really do the things that you practice and preach. And that's why you are where you are. But I really don't think that's the case, but that could just be the case for some. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Virgo, for being here. You guys got the longest reading of them all. I really hope that you enjoy it. We will talk soon. Please like and share the video with people. I turn off comments because it's just not needed for me. I don't really need that verification in people liking the work. But what I do need is your guys' love and support with the likes so that it gets shared with other people and the messages get to who they need. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you later. Bye.